no. I am not here to discuss with you all how COVID spreads, its symptoms or do's. Like wear mask, wear shield, wash hands, sanitizer, take steam, do goggles, social distancing and do not shake hands. Because this is already in our nerves now. And my agenda for today is related to COVID but it's different. So, hello everyone. I am highly delighted to have this opportunity to interact with you all today. After the auditions of TEDx, I came to know that I am selected to share stage with such adept TEDx speakers. I was highly thrilled. With this, I started to think what topic would I speak on. I wanted some science-based topic to speak like robotics or artificial intelligence. But then I thought it would be better if I could speak on a topic which is more personal to me. So here I am with the topic in which I have the same experience as the oldest of the olds, or the genius amongst the geniuses have. Yes, I have 11 months of experience in this topic, which is same as you ma'am, same as you sir, and same as everyone who are present over here. So this topic is about COVID-19 lockdowns. I think I've already been introduced, so let's move ahead. So my topic for today is transformations triggered by COVID-19 lockdowns. Okay, before I start my speech, I need help from you all regarding this question. Please raise your hands if you all have not acquired any new skill or have had no eye-opening realization during COVID times. Anyone? Fantastic! That means most of us have gained some new skill or the other, right? So here I am, just like you all, to share the essential 21st century skills which I learned during my COVID pandemic and the experiences regarding the same. This lockdown made me realize the actual meaning of this line. Change is the law of universe. Changes are hard at first, messy in the middle, and gorgeous at the end. So let me take you all to my flashback. 22nd of February 2020, when I first heard about this word COVID. At that time, I got an opportunity to be a showstopper in Pune Times Kids Fashion Show, where I represented my school. So when I was backstage, I heard someone talking about a virus called COVID, which has spread all across China and has also started to spread in India. Though I did not pay attention to it at that time and went ahead with the show. I completed the show enthusiastically and I was told that my picture would come in the newspaper. I was very delighted by the thought that when my picture would come in the newspaper, all my friends in my school would congratulate me. However, before this could happen, my school got shut down and all my dreams got shattered of meeting with my friends. And since then, I did not meet my friends physically. So this was the start of phase 1 of my lockdown. Okay, before I start with my phases, I want to clear that these are not the official phase of lockdown kept by the government. Instead, these are my own experienced personal phases. Okay, so my swimming, dancing, music, backers, all these classes were going on. And even I was going down to meet with my friends just for a few more days. And then all came to an halt. No meeting with friends, no extra classes and no going down. All stopped. I was feeling good initially as I watched as much TV as I wanted. And also, I did not have to wake up early to go to school. So basically, when our schools were shut down, we all got auto-promoted without any exams. Now, so at that time, our home was a world. And now, I want you all to guess that what was the France of our world. By France, I mean that what was the most visited place of our home. Any guesses? Guess? Our kitchen. Yes, it's our kitchen. So me and my brother always used to visit our kitchen every 15 to 20 minutes, looking for something we can munch in. And that was our favorite pastime. The other thing which attracted me towards the kitchen were the delicacies made by my mom. I'm sure you all will relate. Suddenly, when this lockdown started, our moms transformed into great master chefs. So hats off to their adaptability. Now, this was also the time when my family was struggling to buy even basic necessity like milk, bread, etc. But somehow, they managed to get the things of my likings. Both my parents are in IT. They even worked for extended hours most of the day. And that time I realized that I needed to stay most of the day with my notorious younger brother. Now he is a typical brother who never leaves a chance to irritate me. Whatever I take, he always wants that. I am sure all the siblings out here will relate to this, okay? So if we take a chocolate or something which is very yummy, our younger ones always wants us to finish our share first so that they can tempt us while they eat their share. Am I right? Yeah. While I was battling this change, I got a news that my grandparents who detected COVID positive. We were deeply upset by the thought they were hospitalized. And my grandfather was severely ill. But there was no chance we could go over there as they were in a different city. So it was just staying home, praying, watching TV, and handling tantrums of my younger brother. Slowly, as time passed, things became so boring that I started sinking in sadness. But this was the end of phase 1 and start of phase 2 of my lockdown. During the initial phase of lockdown, I realized that I was wasting time by continuously eating food, watching TV, and doing all sorts of unproductive things. I started feeling guilty about this, but I did not sit with my guilt. Instead, I thought to improve in some new skill or the other. So firstly, I started with online karate classes. From wild belt I became yellow, from yellow to orange, and right now I'm competing for green. I've also started reading books and developed a passion towards books. I got exposed to my first set of Geronimo Stilton books, which I liked reading so much that I completed nearly the full series of those books. Then, these books made me realize the actual meaning of maintaining a personal diary. From then, I used to write my diary daily. It not only helped me to improve my vocabulary, but also express myself better. It even made me write my own quotes, stories and songs. So now my aim is to start blogging. Beyond that, I came across my dusty piano, which I had totally stopped playing during the initial phase of one of my lockdown. But I had started playing it again. I took help virtually from my teachers, and I had also gone through some useful YouTube videos through which I played tunes by myself. And last but not the least, I learned quilling art with the help of the kit which my grandmother had gifted me. So this brings me to the final phase, phase 3 of my lockdown. Any guesses what this holds? So as we had already passed a lazy phase and then a phase of realization, productivity of new learning opportunities. So now what's next? Well, this is my favorite phase, the bonding phase. So me and my friends thought to meet virtually through WhatsApp video calls, short walks in our locality, etc. I even organized online quizzes for my friends. This idea I got from my diligent teachers who create quizzes using Microsoft Forms. I've also made a virtual library wherein I let my friends borrow my 70 different types of books I have. My bond with my family, grandparents and first cousins increased a lot. As previously, I did not talk to them for months or so. But now, I talk to them very frequently. And I have also realized that cooperation with my brother is very important. Otherwise, each and everything will end with a fight. And now we are in quite in harmony. And not only this, but previously my grandparents didn't used to prefer shopping online and doing cashless payment. They only used their mobiles for phone calls. But now, during this COVID pandemic, I taught them how to do so. And now they have a mastery in that. But not only human interaction, I have also realized the importance of nature. The air felt much cleaner, and everything which seemed so normal before felt so very beautiful now. From then, I love to sit in my balcony and watch at the beautiful nature and my surroundings, which we so easily neglect. Now, with all these three phases, one thing now I truly understand is that great times might bring out the best of you, but hard times surely brings out a true person inside you and gives you a realization of yourself. Considering these three phases, for me, 21st century learning is primarily about adaptability. And we, as learners, young and old, adapt to these changes and emerge as the best version of ourselves. Now I want you all to close your eyes for 10 seconds and think of a journey from the starting of this COVID situation till today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, in which phase are you all now? Are you all still stuck in phase 1 with overdose of laziness, doing whatever you want? Or are you in phase 2? Are you trying to progress or develop in some new skill? Or are you in phase 2? Are you in phase 3? Are you trying to increase your bond with your family? Think about it. I would like to conclude with a quote. Be not afraid of growing slowly. Be afraid of only standing still. I'll repeat. Be not afraid of growing slowly. Be afraid of only standing still. The most important attitude to make you ready for your future is desire to go on learning and adapt to changes. Thank you so much.